Our first inductee being recognized for her accomplishments in track and field and cross country is Elicia Anderson Claffey, class of 2012. Please watch the video.
As a cross country and track and field athlete, Elicia Anderson Claffey earned 3 All-America finishes, 3 PSAC Championships, and 8 All-PSAC honors. Anderson still holds 5 school records. She competed at the NCAA Division II Championships in 7 events over 2 seasons. Anderson Claffey was also a 4-time PSAC Scholar-Athlete. 2018 inductee, Elicia Anderson Claffey.
This award is such an honor to me. I never realized all that I accomplished here at Millersville because nothing was ever good enough at the time. I was so fixated on nationals that I overlooked things like PSACs and school records, and now I can really appreciate that. I could not have done it without the help of a lot of people. First, I would like to thank the university for giving me the opportunity. I got to see a lot of awesome places: Colorado, New Mexico, Kentucky, California, while being here and getting an education. I would also like to thank my coach, Andy, for sculpting me into the runner I became. I came in barely qualifying for PSACs, and I ended wanting to become a national champion. And that was because of his training program he put me through and the individualization that he gave me. He made sure I was entered in the top races throughout the country, even if that meant flying me out to California. He knew my strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else, and he taught me how to utilize them. His biggest hurdle with me was training me how to recover. I wanted to give him 110% at every practice, and because I viewed it as an opportunity to get faster than my competition, I wanted to make sure no one could outwork me, so he would take my watch away so I made sure I couldn't make every practice a competition. But on the days he wanted me to bring the intensity, he pushed me to that next level that I didn't know I was capable of being at. He set times for me and paces for practices that I thought were suicidal. They were so aggressive I would come to practice nervous, but I always managed to hit the times. And I would like to thank him especially for putting me in the 10K, because the day he told me I was going to be racing the 10K, I was very upset. It's 25 laps on the track. Who wants to do that? And it just requires a lot of discipline. But that day I ran it was almost easy to me, and I ended up racing the school record by 2 minutes, qualifying for nationals, and I held the fastest time in all divisions, including D1, at that point in time in the season. I would also like to thank assistant coach Akil. He taught me mental toughness and how to run fearless. What made me dangerous to compete against was I had this ability to block out pain in practice or in the race and just focus so much on that I pressed despite feeling pain. He taught me to never let negativity creep into my mind, because that would be the defining moment that would cost me the race. And I would also like to thank my family, who are my biggest supporters, and through life and running, the sheer amount of time they spent biking with me, and so my coaches just spent so much time biking with me, so that I wasn't alone in rain, sleet, or snow, is more than anyone will ever know. My dad would plan family trips around my racing and running, and he would route out maps for me to run, and he would even jump in and run as long and as fast as he could with me. Which is where I believe I get my grit from, because he still managed to talk smack and act like he was beating me. And he would even go to the extent of pulling back my shirt and throwing elbows. Nothing was off limits with him, so he wanted to beat me so bad. Until I started running backwards on him, and that destroyed him. And he still does it. It's like unbelievable. My mom, who has sacrificed everything, and she's so selfless, I would call her in the middle of the night, early morning, it didn't matter, she would always pick up my phone call, and if I needed anything, she would drop anything and be there for me in a heartbeat, you know, if it meant doing my laundry or cooking my meals. And my sister, who lived next to me in college, I spent a lot of time over at her place. If I had a bad day at track, I'd be knocking on her door. Her roommates knew me very well, and we leaned on each other a lot, and she's my best friend. She still is, and she always told me I could do whatever I put my mind to. And then I met my husband, Johnny, here at Millersville, and I fell in love with him because of the passion he had for soccer, and all the work he put into it made me want to be better. And we would compete against who can do the most two-a-days or who can outwork the other person. And we even competed over who could run the fastest 2 miles, which, if you do my 3K conversion, it totally beats his 2 mile. I'm so fortunate with how involved my family was. And last, my teammates, because misery loves company. You know, when you have to run 26 400s on a hot track, or you're walking across campus real early in the morning to get into a pool in the middle of the winter, you really need your teammates to go through that with you, and we leaned on each other, and especially the men's team. I spent a lot of time running with them. They gave me someone to run with. Some of them even sacrificed their own workouts so they could pace me to hit my times because they knew I was going to nationals. Everyone that I thanked here saw what was below the surface level of the championships I won. They saw the dedication, the sacrifice, the early and late night practices, the injuries, the failures, the nutrition, the sleep, the consistency, the diligence at practice, the patience and perseverance. This was not a smooth ride to get here. I poured my heart and soul into this program for 4 years, and I could not have done it if not for my coaches, my family, and my teammates. So thank you.